Hey everybody, it's your friend and your guy and your favorite old school lag detector, Gardiner, the Linux gamer. So I just wanted to come at you guys with some news. If you don't know, went part-time at my day job back in December. And since then, it's been, I mean, I never knew how much time I was spending at my day job until I had the time to work on my channel and to work on my content. It's been super freeing and super awesome, and I really appreciate it. To be truthful, I feel like it's time to get a bit more serious about the channel and about the content that I produce. I just recently worked with my patrons to revamp the Patreon tiers, the pledge levels that people can donate at. And what's cool about this is we've actually launched 3 new rewards for these tiers. So I wanted to just go over this with you real fast. So first of all, if you're donating at any level, you will get a special flair on the Discord and on the forums. On the forums, it's not automatic, so you have to ask for it, but we'll get it to you as soon as possible. That's actually really cool though, because it lets the forum and the Discord members who are patrons just stand out and feel proud to be supporting the show. And that's something that I felt was kind of important for you guys. So the assembly tier and greater actually get access to private live streams that happen once a month, the first Friday of each month. We actually have a live stream coming up. The first one that we're going to be doing based on this new tier system on the 5th of April at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you decide that you want to be part of that, get your pledge in before that date and you'll get access to the link. And the cool thing is the Patreon hangout that we're doing is going to be hosted on my Nextcloud instance, which I'm super excited about. It makes me so happy. And new members of the runtime tier or greater will get a special shout out at the end of the first video of each month. So new patrons, if you sign up now, you'll get your name read aloud at the end of the first video for the month you signed up for. And that's pretty cool. I feel like that is just a way of showing my gratitude and my recognition for my patrons. I have to admit that, like, if it weren't for my patrons, I would not be able to focus as much as I can on the channel. You know, if it wasn't for you guys, I'd have to be working a second job and I would just have no time to do what I'm doing. So I recognize how lucky I am, and I want you to know how grateful I am for the opportunity that you've given me to be a Linux and free and open source evangelist, and to, you know, support me and my voice and my opinions, even if you disagree with them. And I feel like that's super great, and I just want you guys to know how much I appreciate that. Like I said, I really feel like it's time to get a bit more serious about the channel. Everything that you guys have donated through Patreon, I have taken and put right back into the channel. From the lighting to the camera to the hardware that I use to produce the show, it all goes right back into the channel. And I'm at a point where it has been incredibly freeing to be working part-time at my day job and working like fully part-time, like actually legitimately part-time on my YouTube channel. But it's also showed me that there is like more opportunity for the channel to grow. As a video series, as content on the channel, the quality of the content, there's so much room for improvement. There's so much more room for research and for writing and development of new types of content on the show. And it's because of your support, my current patrons, that I'm able to do what I'm able to do now. If you believe in the work that I do and you can afford to throw a couple dollars a month my way, I would so very much appreciate it. One of the things that I love so much about doing YouTube has been just the outpouring of support that I've received from my patrons and from people in the comments and from people on Twitter and in the YouTube comments, when they're not toxic, that say, you know, I love what you do. It means the world to me. You have helped me become a Linux user, and that it just means the world to me. And I'm so very humbled to be able to help people discover the free and open source world, to discover what it means to be a data steward and to have control over your own digital privacy and your own digital autonomy. If you believe in what I do and you feel like my content is worth something, if the work that I do is worth something, you can head over to Patreon and let me just know if any of the tiers appeal to you. If you just want to help the show, that's awesome. But if you want to join the exclusive live stream each month, or if you'd like to get the flair on the forums, why not head over there and just pledge $1 or $2? It really makes a huge difference for the channel. So I haven't done this before, and I really want to make sure that I'm living up to my end of the bargain here. So I just wanted to run through my current patrons who qualify for the shout out at the end of each video and just thank them individually for their support. Webfreak, thank you, Webfreak. Nima Panahi, thank you, Nima. David Mitchell, thank you, David. Corbinian Schildman, thank you, Corbinian. Will Taylor, thank you, Will. Matthew Irvin, thank you, Matthew. Glenn Steen, thank you, Glenn. Matt Dancer, thank you, Matt. Thomas Sandvin, thank you, Thomas. Brad W, thank you, Brad. Eric Berry, thank you, Eric. Maxim Theron, thank you, Maxim. George Castro, thank you, George. Christoph Schneider, thank you, Christoph. Jim T, thank you, Jim. Kelly Lipke, thanks, Kelly. Brian Lunduk, thank you, Brian. Cassidy James, thank you, Cassidy. And David Jensen, thank you, David. These amazing group of people have donated to the $8 tier or more. That's the runtime tier or higher on my Patreon campaign. And as such, they were entitled to just a little thank you. So I just wanted to let them know how much I appreciate their support. If you believe in the work that I do, you can head over to my Patreon campaign. My screensaver just came on. Patreon.com/LinuxGamer. Let me know if you like the campaign, if you like the aesthetics, if you like the design. I've put a lot of work into the channel, into the Patreon campaign, into my podcast, and I really feel like it might be worth something to you. So let me know. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you a little bit later.